severity of punishments for individual people versus the severity of punishments for companies. In a case like this, where someone died, someone is not home with their family because of this.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Here's another story of bosses behaving badly that doesn't have as happy of an ending. It's really, just a remarkably sad story. You'll remember that we covered the week after it happened, I think, the death of a 34-year-old mother of three in Montgomery at an airport. The woman, a union member of CWA Local 3645, was, quote, ingested in an airplane turbine on the job. Just really gruesome way to go. And the Occupational Health and Safety Administration has concluded its investigation of the death of Piedmont passenger service agent and CWA Local 3645 member Courtney Edwards. From the CWA's press release, Courtney was a ground agent at the Montgomery Regional Airport in Alabama and a valued member of Local 3645 who died in a tragic on-the-job accident on December 31st, 2022. Courtney was a loving mother of three and beloved daughter of Natalie English. Her memory lives on in the hearts of her coworkers and friends. OSHA found that Piedmont Airlines is guilty of a serious breach of safety by not furnishing, quote, a place of employment which were free from recognized hazards that were causing or likely to cause death or serious physical harm to employees that were exposed to ingestion and jet blast hazards, end quote. OSHA issued a 5A1 violation, also known as a General Duty Clause violation, with an initial penalty of $15,625, which is amazingly the maximum fine allowed by law for a serious violation. OSHA also found that the lack of effective training, clear and unambiguous communication on the ramp, and clear instructions from supervisors as to when it is safe to approach an aircraft were deficiencies that contributed to Courtney Edwards' preventable death. It is clear that the willingness of CWA members to come forward to speak with OSHA inspectors and the work of union officers, including CWA Local 3645 President Danielle Prophet, were essential in providing the documentation needed for this finding. Despite the small penalty, it is likely that Piedmont will contest the decision, but CWA will continue to fight for Courtney Edwards, her family, and the safety of all airline workers who should never fear for their lives on the job. Really tragic story, and just, absolutely disgusting that $15,000 is the maximum that you can find an employer whose mistakes, even if unintentional, resulted in the death of a person. The idea that that's all the punishment that you should get if your errors kill somebody is really, really gross. But that kind of, that kind of tracks with a society that, values bosses and property over working people, right? So.
Yeah, there's always that disparity in the way, penalties are assessed, and individual workers, as just like civilians out in the community, they face law and order in a way that employers never do. The severity of punishments for individual people versus the severity of punishments for companies, in a case like this where someone died, someone is not home with their family because of this. I agree with you. It's sad that that's, the max penalty, because that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
And so, appreciate CWA doing what they're doing to fight for this member, for her family, and to find some justice there in this situation. Wishing all the best to that family and to the CWA down there.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.